Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and we are doing a plan with me for week 10, which is March 2nd through March 8th. Um, I am first updating my sticker of the day, which of course my first batch of recording was Monday through Friday. And so I am looking for stickers to put in place. Um because I had something picked out and I didn't like it, so I chose something else. But anyways, um moving along to the week, I'm of course going to update my sidebar again with only Monday through Friday in mind. And I weighed and gained weight this week, which is not surprising considering I had pizza like twice the week before. But anyways, so getting down into the stickers now. Um let's see. Monday. First of all, actually, let me talk about just this week to begin with, Monday through Friday. Um, it felt like the week was 2 to 3 weeks long. So there's that. Um, yeah. Now talking about Monday, the morning went by really, really fast because it was really, really busy. Um, my coworker had a few closings, and so she she had people coming in, and I had to for lack of a better term, direct traffic. Um, and then I had Wendy's for lunch. Uh, and then we had another busy afternoon because my coworker had more closings, but my head started to hurt, and I thought it was the beginnings of a migraine, so I uh took some medicine while still at work. When I came home, I helped my nephew with literally one question on his homework. So, but I'm still marking down homework. I took my shower. I finished watching that day's stream of the Corey Richins trial, and then I went to bed by 6:30 that night. And I put for my special thing that I had cheese fries for the cheese fries. There we go, from Wendy's. Moving along to Tuesday, my nephew had been not feeling great Monday. Um but we still sent him to school. Um Monday night he started feeling bad. So my mom took him to the doctor and he tested positive for strep. Yay. So but yeah, work was busy again. Uh I had like 3 closings this week. My coworker had like 8 in total. So yeah, we were busy again. And then people decided that they just really needed to call me on Tuesday. So my phone rang off the hook before lunch. And then at lunchtime I thought I was going to work through lunch just to get caught up. Um Even though I always feel perpetually behind even when I am caught up. Um but I had ravioli for lunch and I watched more of the Corey Richins trial. And then there was just too much going on, and I felt really, really anxious. So I had to take some Buspar. I had Topoki for dinner. I washed my hair that night, and then I went to bed probably around 7 o'clock. and it was 32 Flavors Day. So on the 4th, I marked down that young Sherlock had started. I woke up Wednesday morning and I thought I had actually slept in. And it turns out I had only laid in bed for like an extra minute. But apparently, in that minute, I slept so hard and so soundly that I, um, you know, just thought I had slept for hours. And then I had my two closings at work, one at 9:30, one at 10:30. I had chicken salad for lunch. And then I marked down, which now I'm caught up with that. This whole week has felt 2 weeks long and it's only Wednesday. Yeah. I came home, I did not eat dinner, I showered, I went to bed by 7:30. But I also had a YouTube binge during lunch, which was nice to just sit there and eat and not do anything. Which I try to do every day at lunch because I eat lunch at work and therefore I feel like sometimes I need to be working because I am in the building, but I usually take my journal stuff and distract myself so that I don't do that. And then on Thursday, I actually did sleep in late. Yeah. Um it was only 10 minutes. I still left on time, but boy was I like really mad at myself. So I had a little bit of extra coffee that morning. I had one closing, and then at lunch, I went to go get gas. I put in an order at Subway, and our Subway is in the gas station that I go to. So I got to kill two birds with one stone. And then I just put that the day was really, really slow. Um, I had pizza for dinner, also probably contributed to my weight gain this week because apparently I've been wanting a lot of pizza lately. I will be breaking myself of that this week. I washed my hair and then I went to bed. And when I came home, my nephew informed me that he was feeling much, much better. Um, and then I informed him that he would have to go to school the next day. He was not very happy with me when I told him that, but who cares? Um, and then on Friday, I was super sleepy. I haven't really been resting this week, which is probably why I thought I slept in and then did sleep in, and then I was real sleepy on Friday. But yeah. So again, my coworker had a lot of closings. She had three, one right after the other, Friday morning, and so I put down that there were too many people in our building this morning. Um, and then for lunch, my mom came on Friday instead of Thursday because my nephew was still out of school. And we had Hebrews. We only had one attorney in the office that day, and he had to go do something with his son. So he was kind enough to let us go at 3:20 when he is normally the one who will make sure that we stay there until 4 o'clock. Um, and then I had a grocery pickup at Walmart for my lunches for the next week, and then some stuff that my mom said we needed. Um, I had my me time. We I watched TV with my mom, and then I changed my pod, and yeah, I went to bed at 2. And what you just saw was me sorry about that. What you just saw was me updating the sticker on the calendar. I already had one for daylight savings. Um so yeah, I got up on Saturday by 10 o'clock. And then my mom and I watched just a ton of TV that day. So, um, yeah, we did that. We we watched Friday night. We watched The Pit, The Rookie, and High Potential, and Watson. And then on Saturdays, she watches Fire Country. Then I watch Sheriff Country with her. Um, Boston Blue and the new show CIA, and she wanted to watch Marshals, which is a Yellowstone spinoff. And I just watched it with her, just so we could hang out for a little while. But yeah, so we watched TV, and I journaled while we watched TV. I had street corn dip. I'm not gonna call it elote dip. It was not elote dip. Um, so I just called it what is written on the package. And it rained today. I helped with some laundry. For dinner, I cooked steak and fries, and I had a bubble bath, filmed and edited, and I went to bed by midnight. And now moving on to today. It is International Women's Day, and there were a couple instances when I was filming this where like I swore I had pulled stickers, they disappeared. I actually just found one recording this voiceover, so I put it on that little flag for International Women's Day. But anyways, um, yeah, I got up and I caffeinated. I did the trash and litter. I finished the laundry because there wasn't much to do. I loaded and ran the dishwasher. I journaled. And right now, I'm currently finishing up my YouTube stuff. I will have dinner at some point. I don't know what I will be eating, so there's that. Um, I will take my everything shower tonight, and I will be going to bed by 7, hopefully. And that is it for the week. So I'm going to say, have a good day, have a good week, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.